Hello everyone, and welcome back to Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. We are here in the studio of the victim, Drew Misham, and we are about to leave now and go to, let's see here, Sunshine Coliseum. October 7th, Sunshine Coliseum. Let's see, in the previous episode, we found a tiny red frame with poison residue on it, which was very interesting, to say the least, and among a few other things as well. Just watch the video to find out what everything was. Anyway, woohoo! This is it, Apollo, the place where magic and dreams converge. Just a while ago, it was the place where murder and nightmares converged. Let's go say hi to Uncle Valent. What about the case? Only a performer laughs like that. Young Miss Trucy! How often do I hope we meet again, only to tell myself it was an impossible dream. Uncle Valent, how's it going? I'm glad to see you too. Of course you are. Humility is definitely not one of his strongest traits. Well, Miss Trucy, how does the day find you? If you've come to give me flowers, do it after the show, I beg you. Actually, we came to wish you good luck. And congratulations on your big magic show. Oh, but it's I who wish to congratulate you. Not everyone is so lucky as to witness miracles, such as the ones I shall perform. Yeah, you're amazing. We get the picture. The world will watch in wonderment as magnifies illusions are reborn. Here on stage, by my hand. And when you change what has the big magic show. Everyone's talking about the big magic show. Is it true that the Gramarye miracle is back after a 7-year absence? Miss Trucy, I must apologize. This show and this honor should have been his. Daddy. My co-managing magician in training is at Gramarye. If that terrible thing hadn't, it's okay. Your father was a great magician, Trucy. If you were alive, then I, Valent Gramarye, would have been proud to stand upon this stage as his assistant. Thanks, Uncle Valent. You know, I'm happy you're doing this show. To think we get to see the great magnifies illusions again. She really is looking forward to this, isn't she? Magnifying Gramarye. My mentor, the magnificent Magnifying Gramarye, was a true deity among magicians. A creator god who gave birth to magic and illusions that defied our very imaginations. I was so little when I last saw one, but I still remember his shows. He did wheelies in a sports car through the air above the audience, and then sped off to outer space faster than the speed of sound. I'm guessing that memory was a bit embellished. For 7 long years, the world has been waiting for a miracle to match his. As heir to the Gramarye troop's secrets, it falls to me to provide one. It is my God-given destiny. Yes, you, nameless face who speaks for the nameless masses, how can I help you? If the world was waiting, why did you hold off for 7 long years? It appears the lad is uninformed. Perhaps you have heard of the magic known as law, which governs our land? I have, though I'm not sure it qualifies as magic. The performance of Magnify's miracle was impossible. A certain law prevented it for 7 years, but no more. 7 years? That phrase sure sounds like she likes a pop-up president. And why was that? A little matter called performance rights, Miss Trucy. Performance rights? Can you tell us about these performance rights? Magnify's magic relied on an incredibly innovative idea, a trick, if you will. That trick was considered his property, and as such, was protected by the property laws. Intellectual property, maybe? Magnify knew this and bequeathed it in his will. To one person. You mean him? Yes. Miss Trucy, it was your father. Zach Gramarye was the inheritor of the Gramarye miracle. Daddy. Yet, as you well know, he is gone. He disappeared suddenly, 7 years ago. I think I see where this story is going. Once a person is classified as missing for a certain period of time, they are considered legally deceased, correct? In all absoluteness, those rolled-up sleeves conceal your competence well, young man. That certain period of time of which you speak is 7 years. Ah. Yes, Miss Trucy, though it pains me to say it. This past spring, able to be precise, was the time. Your father was legally declared deceased. In the absence of a formal will, the secrets of a mighty mentor magnified passed to me. This was, in fact, stipulated in the will by Magnify himself. Is that how it works, Apollo? Yeah, it's called death in absentia. He's declared missing permanently. Daddy. Interesting. Well, I'm going to present this then. I was wondering if you could tell me about this. Aha! Why, that bears the Gramarye seal. Uncle Valance? Is something wrong? Trucy, where did you get this? Huh? Daddy gave it to me. Your daddy? My partner Zach. No. My other daddy. Phoenix Wright. Why now? Why would your Lord Daddy... Lord Daddy? That's kind of stretching the whole archaic thing a bit. The signature upon the back. Do you recognize it? It belongs to none other than Zach Gramarye. What? Daddy signed this? Might I be so bold as to open it? I'm sorry, but I can't let you do that. He looks a bit distressed right now. What's in this envelope, I wonder? No new topics? Okay. Interesting. Okay, let's see here. Whoa. Top dollar for information. Yeesh. So, a journalist was here on a story? All eyes in the universe are upon my stage. All pens seek to comment its mysteries to paper. His name was Brushel. Brushel? Brushel. I think he remembers him. He doesn't look too happy about it. Brushel. That cloying smell of mint when he smiles? Yes. Can you tell us more about him? What did he want? Mr. Brushel, journalist. The man by that name called on me just now. Just now? Valence's vision is always toward tomorrow. Valence's feet are set always forward. That is all. That's all? Very confusing. I am to perform a big magic show, yes? I want someone to cover it. Yet, he had ears only for that incident. That incident? In any case, I requested that the rapacious reporter remove himself. So So a painter has died. What of it? What of it? It is but a footnote in the footlights compared to the magic of Gramarye. Uncle Valence, do you know where the reporter went? I would recommend he visit that place popular with penalized perpetrators. The detention center? He was a rude individual. Might I see that card? Sure. He would tear apart my respectability. I will tear apart him. Oh, here comes Apollo. Uncle Valence's big magic trick. Is he going to fix the card? I'm not sure that qualifies as big magic. What happened to the big magic? Is it not more miraculous for it to stay ripped? I must have really not liked that journalist. Now, the time has come when I must return to make my prestidigitation preparations. Is it that word again I had a hard time with before? Prestidigitation. Prestidigitation. Whatever that means. For your leave, Miss Trucy. Thanks, Uncle Valence. 3 days from now, make ready for a miracle. What do you think that journalist was after? And why did Valence react like that to this envelope? I think it's time to pay the detention center another visit. Well, do we still have that card? Nope. It's kaput. Okay. Going to go back here. To go to the detention center. October 7th, detention center. Visitors room. I think I hear what you're saying. We're all doing it for the money. End quote. What? No, not at all. Looks like someone's already meeting here. You mean that reporter? Oh boy. Hey there. How you doing? Who might you be? Sorry. We didn't know someone was already here. I'm Apollo Justice, attorney at law. Talk about a nervous monkey. You're Justice? You know me? Do I know you? Of course I know you. Stares down witnesses on stand till they spill beans. End quote. That's not true. What's he writing? This guy is just bananas. Are you a reporter by any chance? Whoa, you're Trucy. Eh? Am I famous? Oh yeah. Trucy Wright hates carrying a bag. Puts everything she owns in her panties. End quote. Eek! That's so not true. Just hold on to your breeches there. I'll wrap this up. I'll do this interview in a jiffy. Interview? So guard, I think I know what's going on here. Guarding rooms is my life. What else could I possibly need? End quote. No, how many times do I have to tell you this? Look, I've got work to do. You deal with him. Did you come here to interview the guard? Oh wee, what a pickle. Accused wouldn't talk. Had to interview someone or go plumb queasy. End quote. Huh. I should have guessed. Where's my manners? Where are my manners? Name's Brushel. Spark Brushel. Spark Brushel. Spark Brushel. I cannot tell if that's a pun or not. I'm not picky. Journalist just closes his eyes. Writes. End quote. There's that nauseatingly strong mint smell every time he grins. Until you've been interviewed by me, you don't know what your thrilling is. Wild romp through crossroads of mayhem madness. End quote. I can see that. He's writing something again. Well, if he's a reporter, maybe he knows something. Spark Brushel. So, Mr. Brushel, you're a journalist? Me? Look, let me state one thing for the record here. Yes? I'm an interviewer. You understand, yeah? I'm the one asking the questions here. End quote. Okay. For instance, you think a movie director watches movies? Well, I think he probably does. Exactly. I know you'd understand. Huh? Okay. The night of the crime. So, the night of the murder, you were at Drew's studio? Who, me? Look, let me say one thing for the record. Yes? I'm a little calm and collected, but I'm busy. Real busy. Always on the road. Journalists always buys one-way tickets. Never looks back. End quote. I can understand that philosophy, but you want to know the thing about one-way tickets? Once you use them, they're gone. All because you have to give them to the guy at the airport. True enough. Well, not anymore. But don't they give normal tickets away too? Exactly. See? It's the same thing. What is? The interview. So, you went to do a story on Drew Mission? And he never had a story or done about him before? That's right. Look, let me say one thing for the record here. What? I'm sure you're going to want to know about my source. What tipped me off to Drew? Why do the interview in the first place? Well, yes. Look, it's like... Oh, I forgot it. Then there's this burger joint with fabulous ketchup. You think the burger guy's going to tell me where he got it? At the supermarket, maybe? Exactly. See? That's what I'm talking about. I think I may have actually understood that one. Well, there's nothing I can do to talk about, really. Walls have ears, eyes, especially glass walls with speakers. End quote. Right. Guess we'll leave then. But since you're here, might as well tell you a tidbit of news I saw, just for the heck of it. Sure, tell us, just for the heck of it. I remember it was yesterday. I did a movie on a trip and wandered into this burger place with amazing ketchup, when an article in a tabloid caught my eye. Famous oil painting stolen from art dealer's gallery. End quote, I believe it was. An oil painting? Happens every day, right? But I thought I'd seen that painting somewhere before. A painting of a giant peach floating down a river. Wait a second. Is that a giant peach? Huh. It is something floating down the river anyway. Someone saw an oil painting of a giant peach. Ooh, was it James? Was it James Peach from James and the Giant Peach? Interesting. Journalists that can smell scoop better than burgers. End quote. Was it this painting by any chance? Right. Let me go on the record here. Yes? I know what you're going to say. Brushel, take this. Write brilliant column. End quote. I don't think so. Look, buddy, I write brilliant columns about one thing. And that's food. Couldn't understand. What could he possibly be writing? He didn't even listen to what I said. Landscape. Oh, it's this one, I think. Right. the same thing over and over again. Okay. October 7th, Drew Studio. Well, how did it go? Find anything out? Actually, there was one thing I wanted to check with you. What's with that scary face you're making? And what's with that I know something but I'm not telling face you've got going, Emma? Well, you talked about this, in painting. Just checking here. This painting came from behind that dresser. Ah, yes. So? It was stolen, no? I was hoping you wouldn't figure that out. Do you think you could tell us a bit about this? I suppose. It's what you think. Drew Misham was a forger. Come again? A forger? Forger. So what exactly is a forger? Well, basically, it's someone who makes forgeries. Fakes, in other words. Fakes! Copies of an original. Exact copies, so precise you can't tell them apart. Well, why not just photocopy them? The big problem with forgeries is that people will try to sell them as a real article. It's a crime, of course. So Drew Misham was a criminal? I'm afraid so. He received money to create elaborate forgeries to supplement his work in illustration, I guess. I see. Actually, that's why I brought this here in the first place. What do you mean? We were trying to determine if a painting is a forgery. The rough sketch underneath can be a valuable clue. So the rough sketch is like practice for the real thing. Like doing a magic trick in front of a mirror before you go on stage. But not in the case of a forgery. Not necessarily, anyway. You know what the finished product is going to look like, after all. Oh yeah, I guess you would. That's why I brought this. I'm going to use it to see what's under the paint of the finished pieces. I get it now. Not that I really needed to go to such lengths, seeing as how one of them paintings was only half finished anyway. Still, it'd be neat to see Mr. Misham's rough sketches. Kind of like what he was drawing when he thought no one was looking. True, that would be interesting, and maybe valuable for a case. You should try battering him up, Apollo. Fire will get you everywhere, they say. Maybe we should ask Emma to help us out. Okay. Okay, wait, portrait and landscape. Oh, interesting. I kind of wanted to see what the rough sketch under this painting. And I was wondering if your tool there might do the trick. Oh, fine. Just this time, though. Let's check it out. Alright, more of this stuff. Ooh, there's three of them here. Okay. Move this around? Okay. I don't have to do the, up-down stuff anymore. Okay, it's coming through here. That is a lot faster than it was before. Awesome. Whoa. Okay, let's print out this one. Let's print this one out. What the heck? Wow, he really blows. The finished painting isn't anything like the rough. Devices like mine didn't exist until recently. He probably thought he could draw any sort of thing he wanted to from the rough. What do you mean? Well, in the past, you could only analyze the composition of a rough sketch. Composition? In other words, the traces of charcoal between paint and canvas. So you could tell if there had been a rough sketch, but not what it looked like. I think I follow you. So in essence, it wouldn't matter what was underneath the finished painting. Some pros would actually paint out a rough sketch entirely, and do a completely new painting on top of that. Mr. Mitchell was drawing whatever he wanted before painting over them? Possibly. Is there a problem with that? Not particularly, but something about the sketch itself is kind of odd. You're awfully silent all of a sudden, Apollo. You think we could check out one of the other paintings? Well, sure. You like this detection stuff, don't you? Oddly familiar. Okay, let's bring this one out. This one too. What's wrong, Apollo? You look so serious after all of a sudden. You think I could just look at the last of these? Fine by me. Knock yourself out. Oops. Oops. Oh. Okay, let's figure this one out. What the heck is all this? I hesitate to ask why you're getting so excited. You sure your device isn't making some kind of strange radiation? Trissy, look at these 3 sketches. Do you notice anything? Ah! They're... Now you're both white as sheets. What's going on? These sketches. Oh, the 3 cases I worked on. What? The murder in the poker room at the Borscht Pool Club. The dead man pulling the noodle stand. And then... the evidence that transpired during the governor's concert. What could it mean? could he have drawn those things? And why? That's what I would want to know. Wait, is Dream Mission your father? Give me a break. Does that seem even remotely possible to you? I never even heard of any Dream Mission before. I hadn't even seen a picture of him. But they were my cases, drawn on this canvas. Every single one of them. It couldn't have been a coincidence. Just who was this Dream Mission? And what did he have to do with me? To be continued. Alright. We made it to the end of the investigation portion. Okay, we'll go ahead and do this one. And with that, everyone, I will end this video. And next time we will continue on with the trial portion of this game, of this case. So until then, everyone, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, go ahead and hit that like button, and I'll see you all next time. So until then, take care and have a great day.